My name is Vicke Kepling. I'm running with the Green Party for House District 135.
Okay, now I'm going to have you spell your name for me.
Okay, Vicke, V-I-C-K-E, Kepling, K-E-P-L-I-N-G.
Great. What issue is most important to you as we head into November?
My primary issue is the environment. If elected, I want to take a strong environmental voice to Jefferson City. And what I mean by that is, if elected, I want to work with organizations all over the state to come up with a state plan and introduce legislation to help protect our rivers and our natural resources.
What do you believe we are doing wrong right now, if anything, and what will you do differently if you win?
I think right now we have a two-party stronghold that actually hurts voters because voters need more choices. When you have two parties, then basically you have a duopoly and polarization and bickering between the two. And I really think we have to get more voices to let the voters choose. We end up with doing more fighting than actually producing any positive change.
What do you believe is most important to the district?
Right now, I think that the COVID pandemic is a big problem, and even it is polarized, and I think that that's very sad. Where we know wearing masks actually helps people and helps people, not get it. But not only that, but we should be encouraging people to increase their own immune systems and look at their own health and ask people to get out and exercise and take supplements, eat healthy. But I think that that is the number one concern in the district, and as well it should be.
What do you believe is top of mind for voters right now? Economy, racism, or COVID-19, which is the biggest concern, and how would you address it?
It's ironic that all three of those things actually connect. I do believe that the pandemic is the most important issue to the voters, but that also affects the economy. We live in a highly capitalistic society, which means that people can't afford to stay home. And many times, like right now, there's a lot of mothers having to stay home with their children because of schools not opening. So COVID affects the economy, and a lot of times that affects people of color actually disproportionately. So I think that all three go together.
How would you reassure the voters that you will fight for what they want?
Anyone that knows me knows that, I've been an activist for 20 years. I am someone, I care about the people. Anyone that knows me knows that I care a lot. And I think anybody running actually does, because it takes a lot of time, effort, money, a lot of different things to run for office. And I believe basically people are altruistic and they want to help other people. I have lived here in Springfield for 11 years, and I've been an activist that whole time. I started out fighting for inclusion for my son and helping other kids with disabilities. And then in 2011, my viewpoint expanded, and I found that I cared about a lot of other issues, including the environment.
And leads right into the next question. Why run for office?
After being an activist for so long, it just felt like I needed to do that. Back in 2011, I actually gave up on government. I didn't think it could be salvaged. And sometimes I still think that. But then Bernie Sanders announced he was running for president, and I was all in. I gave him a year and a half of my life in 2015-16 and was a national delegate for him. He told us to get involved. He told us to run. And even if we didn't have a lot of money or, all of the support systems that some of the big candidates have, that we needed to be involved. So I was going to run in 2016, but a friend of mine was running. So after that election, I jumped in February 19th of 2019 and have been running ever since.